role. Let us now pass from Africa to Europe, and we go to Germany with Excellency Franz-Josef Overbeck. His Excellency studied theology and philosophy at the University of Münster at the Collegium Germanicum and Hungaricum here in Rome, where he was ordained 35 years ago. Monsignor Franz Josef is the president of Adveniat, the German Catholic organization dealing with assistance to the Church in Latin America. It's one of the greatest charitable works of the Church in Germany, and it focuses on projects of development, education, social assistance, pastoral assistance in Latin American countries. Your Excellency, in the Western world, but not limited to it, we are witnessing a period of post-secularism now. And in this context, we should therefore start all over again a process of enculturation at all levels. Is that the case? Yes. Thank you for your introduction. Dear brothers and sisters, in Germany, we are living a different culture at the moment after so many years as Catholics or Protestants. We now have a population which is almost has reached almost 84 million people, have no religion and have no idea who God is, and they have no questions or doubts about this reality or interest. On the other hand, the other half is either Catholic or Protestant, and there is also the presence of over 4 million Muslims who are working with us. What does this mean for the Catholic Church? In this context, it means that it has to be reinculturated into a postless, secularized reality, which implies also revising our organizations. So we have reached a certain framework in the sense that our parishes are made up of elderly people for the most part, and young people have specific interests, but the old structure is no longer applicable. The small communities, for instance, in Africa, are developing, growing, but they are not as visible by everybody. On the other hand, we have another secularization on not just on the part of women, but also of men. I don't want to just talk about questions on women. It's rather, the idea is how to be a man or a woman of quality in such a difficult society. This is what we should be looking at. And this is what we focused on, not just during the previous session last year, but also during this one. And we have decided to evangelize again. And after 2,000 years, we must look at this. We must provide a new answer concerning the role of women in the church. So far, we have not found an answer to the lack of priests, unless we change, we will no longer have priests in our parishes, and this is going to happen relatively soon. And what does this mean also for our liturgy culture? And in this situation of post-secularism, we are a church that is experiencing a tension between the structures, which are the old ones, and a new spirituality. This is what we are experiencing, and so synodality is something that we have been implementing for many years. For instance, all our structures in our parishes are synodal, and they have been so for over 50 years. So also this is also the case in the Episcopal Conference. So after the great scandal of the abuses, we developed a synodal path, which also allows us to reflect on all our synodal structures that we have developed.